well. All right, suckers. Desperate times call for desperate measures. We're gonna siphon this gas.
Take it from the top.
So as you can see, I was trying to do the two-hose method for siphoning. That's not working.
Back to the drawing board.
I don't want to draw anymore. Okay, new plan. I'm gonna drill a pilot hole into my tank since I'm installing a sump pump anyway. I'm gonna drain the tank that way. This could get messy, but first I gotta lower this skid plate. Alright guys, so we went back and forth on how we're gonna get this fuel out, and we thought drill a pilot hole and just let it drain from the bottom. Okay, cool. Well, the weather outside is weather. It sucks. It's raining. There's a Corvette getting rained on. Sorry, Dad. But ultimately, I found some extra fuel line in my garage at my other property, and we decided to siphon it. So I sucked on the hose to get the stuff out instead of doing the blow method. So sucking sometimes is better than blowing.
Who would have thought?
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna let this drain out, and yeah, check back with us. This is what the power of sucking gives you. Remember, it's okay to suck, just don't give up.
Now.
Diesel, anyone? All right, I decided to take a mouthful of diesel twice, trying to get the last bit of fuel out, but we've got it down to 1/8 of a tank, which is pretty good. I should be good enough to start doing my pilot holes and installing the sump pump. Diesel, I will say, not really a taste to it, but there's definitely like an oily texture. It does not taste like it smells. You guys ever seen it snow in the desert?
Yeah. So much for working on cars today.
Oh, Mark
Robbie really sucks today.
Shit though.
Nope. Well, anyway, as you can see, the weather is not cooperating.
Yeah.
It is cold, it is wet, not ideal to change your, sump pump in the street. So,
Diesel fuel and water are not very good friends.
it's not a good combo, but it's going to wash away the evidence. Don't tell the EPA. Anyway, check back tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
All right, so here we are. It's the next day, and yeah, there's snow in the mountains. Had a good little flurry come in, but other than that, yeah. All right, let's get underneath here and show you guys. Okay, see that area that's been cleaned off? That's where I'm going to install the sump. Right now. So, we're gonna try to drill this thing. I hope I got most of this gas out. This is gonna be a mess. Here we go. For science. Actually, before I do this, I'm going to get the sump and see if it's actually going to fit in that spot. Yep, that's gonna work. Right there. That is gonna work. Okay, so in order to not wing this as much, I'm gonna actually trace this onto the tank and find like better placement where I'm gonna start my pilot holes first before I take the hole saw and drill through. Ow! Okay. Like right there, I think it's. Let's see. I think like right there. There you go. Oh, fuck. Ah. Well. Okay, so no turning back now. We got a hole in our tank. And I've got it completely drained. All the gas is out of it. Now it's time for step 2, which is to cut the hole and get this sump installed. But before I do that, I'm going to attach the fittings onto the sump pump right now. All right, guys, so I've got the sump here, and I forgot where I ordered it from, but I'll find out, and I'll put a picture like right around here of where I got it. But this sump pump is externally mounted bottom of the tank where I drilled the hole. This is the hole saw I'll be using to make the hole bigger so I can put the top in. And I'm going to show you installation after we go over the pump here, and you guys can see everything. So this is the part that goes inside the tank. I'll feed this in once I get the hole cut, and it'll rest in the tank like this. And this is the pump that goes on the outside. And you see this O-ring here? There's an O-ring right there. You can see that. That O-ring sits in this pocket here and squeezes between this and the tank, creating a seal. And then you have your hose fittings that go in here. We're going to get these installed. This is what we're doing. But this one is different. Sometimes you have one that only sends fuel out. This also has a return. Otherwise, I would have to cut into my filler neck and then run a line from my lift pump to the filler neck. But since this one has a return, I'm not doing that. Not cutting my filler neck, not adding a different line. This is going to be much more efficient than doing that. All right, so our hose adapters here are 7/8. So I've got a 7/8 dog bone here that I'm just going to well, change the setting on. Hey, we're gonna slide it over the top here, and we're gonna get these installed. All right, and there is our bottom finished product. Now we will go through and tighten this up, and there are 2 screws that go in and screw into these threads right here. Okay, so now we're gonna take our hole saw and we're gonna drill into the tank and create the port so we can get the sump installed. Let's go do it. Okay, so that pilot hole I drilled earlier, right? We're gonna move this out of the way, and we're gonna take our hole saw, and we're gonna drill into this and make this hole bigger so we can get our sump up in there. Oh my God. Well, that was exciting. I got a pan here to, I guess, catch the rest. We'll let that drain. I'm also gonna, if you look out here, see all that little the extra? We're gonna cut that off and clean up this tank here and get rid of that excess to make it kind of a smooth surface. Well, guys, that's gonna do it for us today. Thanks for checking into part 1 of installing the Fass lift pump. I'm excited. Hopefully this can possibly fix the Dirty Max's fuel air issue. Hopefully this makes a big difference. No, I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've had the pump for well over 2 years now. I bought it like as soon as I got back to where I am, and just pretty excited to finally get it installed. So I'm going to cap off these hose ends here. I got more hose coming, and I have a bypass coming as well to get rid of my filter under the hood. But until then, remember guys, it's okay to suck. Just don't give up. This job wasn't that easy. Everyone made it look a lot easier on the internet, but I also don't have a lift, and I'm doing this in the street because that's where my truck died. Like, subscribe, keep coming back for more Robbie Sucks. I love ya. You want to support the channel, hit up RobbieSucksStore.com, and I'll see you next time. Peace, guys.